deciding who you're going to go after. So that example I gave you of the 18 to 19-year-olds, that's targeted marketing. We know who we're going to go after. We can go after a geography base, so zip code, 34222, or the state of California, or California and Colorado. Whatever it is, but we define, we want all audiences within that certain location, state, or neighborhood. And then demographic would be the 18 to 19-year-olds. Okay, so here's an example for a university. It wouldn't make sense to advertise to 60-year-olds that don't have children. Maybe, but probably not for your primary candidate list. So that's why the reason we're honing in, the more tight with social media, we can get much more narrow on our audience and who we're going to advertise to. Whereas with direct mail, much broader. And then psychological. So this can focus on religious beliefs. This can be personality attributes. The more that we know about people in this regard, the more effective our marketing, our advertising can be. And then here's two words from the industry that you should know. Attractiveness and relative ability. Attractiveness is how likely is the candidate to be attracted to my product, right? And then the second thing would be relative ability, and what is their ability to pay for my product? So those are two categories that the industry, really looks at. Another example here of how this works, Konica Minolta has launched, or we haven't launched, we've introduced. We will launch in December of next year. But we introduced in print some really game-changing technology. It's called the CAM1, and it is the world's fastest inkjet printer on the market. And it's very exciting for us. Huge, huge excitement on our end. However, so here's an example. I get this CAM1 video, and then I go into LinkedIn, and I send it out to all of my colleagues in the printing industry, my 675 colleagues that I now have in the last year in LinkedIn. And those that find that interesting will now take that video and send it to their 1,300 or their 200. And those that find that interesting will send it to their 300. So did Konica Minolta spend any money for that? No. It's free. So that's what you're trying to do. And some of you are going, why the heck do I care about this? And some of you are going, this is scary. Because it was scary as I started learning it. But the reason that you're learning about it is as we start to work with our marketing departments to bridge the divide, you need to become a full service provider. The most important thing for a print provider today is to get this stuff. And it's really not that hard, it's just listening and researching. Okay, so let's continue on. So, one of the most important things that a print provider can do to enhance your direct marketing, mail marketing, is data mining. Data mining is a little bit of an intimidating topic because most people just don't realize what to do, how to go at it, how to start it. But data mining is the value of data mining is what we've been talking about. It's helping us get to different buckets of people, different buckets of candidates, different buckets of, if it's government, different buckets of citizens that we want to communicate with. So emerging technologies will help us with the personality profiling. That's getting to what motivates an individual. What motivates an individual to buy or to pay attention to my brand or to our university or what have you. So by understanding the personality profiles, we can make a direct mail piece much more effective. So we all know of variable data with direct mail, where you change the address. We all know where you throw on the name, the first name. Steve, come look at Cal State, come look at our university, whatever. We all know those basic things. But when you start to understand personality profiling, you can know that my favorite color is blue, his favorite color is black and red, and so forth and so on. Now, the direct mail piece is changing, not just with the words, but now we start to change the colors, the saturations of the colors, the imagery. So if I'm Grand Circle Travel in Boston, Massachusetts, I'll be a customer of ours, ours example. I am able to advertise to Richard a direct mail piece that's black and red, that calls him to travel to his favorite place, because I know that, which is somewhere south and warm. So I can send his piece. Is going to have the Bahamas, and it's going to have black and red imagery and colors around it. I know the saturation that he likes. I have his name on it, so on and so on. But on the other hand, Brian, he likes to go to Alaska, and his favorite color is blue. So now his image is going to be blue, and I'm advertising him to take a Grand Circle Travel cruise in Alaska. So much more effective direct mail, much more cost effective, much more higher response rates. And then when I couple that with the social media, then I get that synergistic results that occur. So the most important thing, everyone thinks, well, data mining, everyone thinks, how do you do that? What's that all about? Data mining is simply just understanding databases. A lot of institutions, government, universities, they outsource that. They're utilizing either companies on the outside or service providers that are capable of doing that. Okay. Oh, so let me give you one last example. If I know that Michael has just recently contributed to the Susan G. Komen Cancer Fund, and I'm the Susan G. Or I'm the American Cancer Society, or I'm Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Awareness. I know that it's going to be a friendlier piece going to him than if Brian doesn't even know who Susan G. Komen is. So I'm just trying to put ideas in your mind about the difference of this data mining. So that's where we would know. Ching! He has contributed. So now he goes into a different bucket for our advertising than Brian does. Brian and me are in an educational state. So for institutions that want to go about diving into getting into social media, it's important to set the internal and the external goals. So you would never want to go to your boss and say, we're going to do a social media campaign.